So here at South Division, this year we implemented a new Tier 2 intervention program to go along with our PBIS initiative. And the Tier 2 really focuses on addressing students that have any sort of behavioral, academic, or attendance issues. So any student that's not succeeding in the traditional Tier 1 setting. And in order to try to aid these students in getting past whatever impediments or life struggles that's serving to cause them issues in the school setting, we really look to try to increase the amount of one-on-one time that student is spending with a caring adult in the building. The best way that we could figure to do that was through a mentor-mentee relationship. So each teacher within the building is eligible to be selected by 3 possible Tier 2 students. The student gets to select what teacher they would like to work with for the duration of a 6-week period. It's typically going to be somebody that is in one of those teachers' classes, so the teacher would see them throughout the day anyway. As a mentor, the mentor would have a couple responsibilities. They're going to be checking with the mentee on a regular basis. How are you doing? How are your other classes going? They're going to serve as a more intense contact person for the family of the mentee. And then they're also going to be responsible for filling out weekly reports that will then indicate how the student is progressing within the tier.
But sometimes students slip through the cracks, and we have a Tier 2 program also. That's where we come into play today. The Tier 2 is for students that aren't going to class, that have different difficulties, and they can be recommended for the Tier 2 program by their parents, by their teachers, by an administrator, a counselor, or sometimes even by themselves. Tier 2 involves filling out coming in each morning and getting a point sheet. And you're going to witness that in just a few minutes because the bell just has rung and kids will be coming in. And on that point sheet, they take it around to each of their classes, and their teachers sign off whether they're there on time, whether they behaved in class, whether they did their assignments, and any other general comments that they make.
Successful academics.
Successful academics is what we're all about.
Display respect.
We display respect, and we also have high expectations. And we drill this into the kids each day. And we're going to get on with this in just a minute. Now, the Tier 2, when kids bring them back to me, they get a little incentive if they've turned it in. Also, we have the data put onto our program Exceed so that teachers can share it and we can figure different things out. Now, I have a long list of students that are on this program, way too many that I could see personally. So each student is asked to have a mentor. And that mentor also talks to the kids and gives them a little encouragement each year or each day. And then it's put onto our weekly progress report, which we get back to the parents and we look at it and analyze ourselves. So I'd like you to join us this morning and see what takes place here with our Tier 2 process. Thank you. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to show you what the kids are seeing over here when they come in. And hi, Hazelise. How are you doing? And Hazelise is signing in, and she's getting her daily point sheet. It's called a check-in, check-out.
So at the end of each school week, mentors are asked to fill out a weekly report electronically for their 3 mentees. Now, if they don't have 3 mentees, they might only have 2 or 1. They would then just fill out a report for the students that they're working with for that period of time. The report that they fill out documents things like attendance, behavior, academic success. Those reports are done online, and they include things like their attendance, their behavior, their class grades, which are typically in the class that mentor has the student in, and then also how that mentee is doing in at least one other of their academic courses. At the end of the 6-week period, that student is then reevaluated for either staying at a Tier 2 designation, being put back into the Tier 1 grouping, or possibly being elevated to Tier 3 to get some more severe needs fulfilled.
Here's a typical weekly progress report, and it talks about the attendance and tardies that the teacher received themselves in their classroom, the student's performance, homework and classwork, work quality, and some teacher comments, which also gives us more information to talk with the students and see if we can't help them even do better. So this is one more thing that we do to assist our students in Tier 2. Okay, what I'd like to show you right here is some of the reports that the teachers turn in, and here, for instance, here's one from Mr. Lang, his weekly progress report. It's on Jermia. It records her attendance and tardies, her performance, whether she's doing well, materials brought to class, improving, declining, performance, behavior must improve, whether her homework or classwork was done, work quality, and the teacher comments were Jermia performance has declined significantly in the last week. So little indicators like that give a little bit of information to set some discussions with the students. So these are reported by over 60 of our teachers. Each have up to 3 mentors that they, or mentees that they are assigned. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining us today and viewing what we do here, PBIS Tier 2, and check in and check out. As you can see, our hallways are now quiet and clean, and the students have received their daily point sheets, and this is how we do it here at South. Thank you for joining us this morning. Have a great day.